Before we get started with this video, I did want to say a quick little disclaimer here that this video is about my personal experience with piercings. Piercings are different for everybody, and they're not for everybody. And please always follow the instructions of your piercer. That's it. On to the video. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie, and today I just wanted to sit down, do my makeup, and talk to you guys a little bit about my piercings, because I don't know if you noticed, but there's something different about me. Probably did notice, it's fine. That's why I pointed it out. I just got these, what's today? Thursday. I got these on Tuesday. So Wednesday, so this is day 2. I got a Snug, that's what it's called, this one up here, and an Anti-tragus, and you can see like it goes in my ear as well, like it's connected. I don't know if that makes sense at all, and my finger's probably blocking everything. But yeah, I just wanted to do my makeup and chat with you guys about piercings, and yeah, that's it. So before we get started, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. I'd really appreciate it. As always, we're just gonna go with the flow. I have 4 piercings on each ear, and of course the first piercing I ever got was when I was a baby, so I don't remember. But I did get my second hole on my lobe, so this was the first one and this is the second. I got it, the second one, when I was about 15, and I just got it at, what is it called, a pagoda kiosk in the mall. If you want to get a piercing, you need to get it done by an actual piercer just to be safe. You do your own research and see, but from what I've, researched, it's just there are a lot of things that could go wrong with the, what's it called, the piercing gun and stuff. I mean, it's all up to you, like I said. I mean, obviously I don't control you. Oh, by the way, I hope you like how I set up the camera. I put it there on purpose so you could see Buttercup. And of course, as soon as I point her out, she leaves. Yeah, the second hole I got done when I was 15. The second lobe didn't hurt. For me, it's about like the after pain, if that makes sense. Because it gets like sore. I mean, you've just punched a hole into your skin or cartilage. So it's kind of like a shot when the needle goes in. That's like it, right? And then when they take it back out, it's the only time you feel it. But while it's healing, it's just sore. And because I got both sides pierced on the second hole. There we go, there's that one. Because I got them both pierced, it was hard to sleep, so they took longer to heal. So just be prepared for that, because when you get pierced, it's gonna take a lot longer to heal your piercings if you're not taking care of them, if you're sleeping on them. You could probably sleep on a neck pillow, like put your ear in the hole and rest your face on the pillow. You know what that is. I'm sorry, I don't know why I explain everything. And then, for the love of God, when you get it pierced, listen to your piercer. Don't take out the jewelry, okay? Because my smart self did, I wanted to switch out the stud I had put in to something else, and I remember being like, it doesn't hurt anymore, should be fine. And it was the opposite of fine, because literally as soon as I took it out and got my other stud ready that I wanted to put in, it had already closed. Like the back had already closed. Like I could see where the piercing was, but it wouldn't go in. So I had to stay in the bathroom and re-pierce my my ear. Which by re-pierce I mean just pushing it through as hard as I could, and it took so long because, you know, your body is like, don't hurt yourself, don't do it, this, you can't, don't do it. So it's like, it's so hard for me to push through the skin. And I'm one of those people who, like, I can help you if you're like hurt or bleeding or something. Like, I don't get grossed out by that. But if I see my own blood, I'm gonna pass out. Not that I saw any blood, but because I was doing it to myself. I don't know if that makes sense. I was on the verge of passing out. So I was just like I was so nauseous, I could feel like I was gonna throw up. I hated it. But I got it through, and since I was like, I can't have a different stud on each ear, so I went through the whole ordeal again on my other ear. So yeah, I've always been smart. All right, this is turning out more Halloween-y than I wanted. As soon as I turned 16, I got my cartilage pierced. When they first pierced it, it was the same exact place in the mall, the Pagoda kiosk, and I had a star stud. I remember, I still have it, but like the smarty pants I am, even though I know what I went through with my second hole, I was like, no, 15-year-old Katie was just a little punk. Wasn't even that bad when she put in the second, when she had to re-pierce her second hole. She just wasn't tough. She wasn't ready. But of course, I didn't want the star stud. I wanted the hoop. I also learned that studs, they usually pierce you with that first because it's easier for your healing process. And I wanted a hoop so badly. So the same thing happened. By the time I took out the stud and got my hoop ready, it closed up. So here I am in the mirror again, like about to pass out, trying to push in this little hoop and then like trying to clasp it closed. I'm gonna take some white and blend it in with the black to hopefully make it more gray and not as dark. We'll see how that goes. I wasn't gonna do a wing, but I have to. Like, I didn't want to do one. I wanted to just leave it as an eyeshadow look, but I need to do a wing. So my fourth piercing was the conch, and I got it when I turned 22, and I went to a tattoo shop. It's a little bit more painful than the Lobe one because it's going through cartilage, but like I said, it's just like a shot. You only feel it when it goes in and out. But honestly, it wasn't that bad. Like, not even close. Even though this time I went to a tattoo shop, this one took forever to heal. This one was the most painful after the piercing was over with. And let me tell you why. It's because even though piercers will charge you up the butt and then give you crappy jewelry, and I learned that you know, after this piercing experience was that it took forever to heal. Usually these only take 6 to 8 months to heal, but it took me a year. And it wasn't until I switched out the jewelry that the pain finally like subsided. Like it was like just constantly sore. Like I hated it. I was so close to just taking it out and just being like, screw it, I don't want it anymore. Like this was the worst piercing I've ever done. But you know, I stuck it out and I was like, let me just try getting different jewelry. I got it from pierced.com, and they're a company out in Canada, and their jewelry is 1000% legit, because after I switched it out, like I said, no more problems. I only had a couple of friction bumps, which went away after I used Hyblissen's soap. Hyblissen's, I'll put it somewhere on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about, but it's like a medical grade soap, and it worked for me. It doesn't work for everybody. The only thing with pierced.com is that their customer service, like I'll email them and I won't get a response for like a week. Their customer service is whack. I mean, when they do eventually respond, they're polite, they're kind, they address like any concerns I have, but it takes freaking forever. But their jewelry is top notch. Top notch. Oh, and the shipping takes forever. They say it's delivered with and you have a tracking number. I've ordered from there twice and I've never gotten a tracking number. Like it just randomly shows up. The Conch one, I almost gave up on it. I had a really hard time in the beginning, but luckily I stuck it out and it's so freaking cute and I love it. Like there's no pain, I can sleep on it. I'm just gonna go in with black liner and line the upper lash line, like the upper waterline, my bad, and the lower waterline. Oh, and the Conch was like of course my first experience at a real piercer where they do it with that long needle and push it through and stuff. Ooh, it's got itchy. I can't itch it. I need to calm down. And it wasn't bad. It's less scary than the gun, because when you hear the piercing gun go off, you kind of like jump or something. Like just the sound startles you. There we go. That's the word. Yeah, I love my Conch piercing. If you're thinking about getting one, you should definitely do it. It's not like as painful as I thought it would be. Just please make sure you go to like a good piercer, unlike I did, because I just went to like a random ass like one that was at a tattoo parlor, and yeah, that didn't go well just because the jewelry that they sold made my healing process take a lot longer. So please do your research. Don't be afraid to ask the piercer questions like about what jewelry they're putting into your body. Yeah, I knew I was gonna get another piercing, and you know, after looking on Pinterest for a while, I finally had an idea of what I wanted, and I went with my friend Lane, just because, well, the reason why I didn't get it sooner was because this took a year to heal, and I didn't want to repeat the same mistake. I didn't want to go to just any tattoo shop or something. I wanted to, you know, do my research and make sure I went to a good place that wasn't going to give me crap jewelry. And plus, I didn't want to go by myself, so I wanted to wait for a friend to do it with me as well. And my friend Lane, she told me she wanted to get a piercing as well, and I was like, cool, let's you know, let's do it together. Let's just get it done. I am so happy that I ended up getting an Anti-tragus, which is this one right here, and the Snug. Like, I am in love with them. I think they look so cool and cute. When we went there, the lady was really nice. She did the Anti-tragus first, and that one, you know, the pinch was a little bit bigger than you know, the Conch, and it's like I said, it's because it goes through 2 places in my ear, so it went through and up. It makes sense why it hurt more, but it wasn't anything like that made me like want to jump out the chair. And then I got the Snug as well, and this one hurt. She did warn me. She was like, this one's gonna hurt a little bit more, and I was like, okay, do it. Then I was like, oh, that's it. It wasn't, like I said, it's not anything where you feel like you're freaking dying or something. After I got off the chair, like, of course there was like pressure. That's what you feel, is like pressure, and it's a little bit hot, not too bad. And my ear like immediately swole up. I don't think it's still swollen. No, it doesn't look still swollen to me. It's still a little bit sore, but before, like, it was a bit swollen, so it was like pressure and heat. But I absolutely, like, as soon as I saw it, I was like, oh my god, thank you, this looks so cute. Like, it looked better than what I had in my head. I can't stop staring at it. It's just so cute, and it makes me so happy. But as far as like initial pain goes, like of the needle going in, the Snug, you know, great. The Snug made me, you know, a little bit, made me do that. I haven't been sleeping on it, which I think has helped a lot too with it not being sore. Like, there's been no bleeding or like hurt or anything. Like, I can touch it without it like making me in pain, you know what I mean? Like, this one was not like that when I first got it, but these two are perfect. I'm so happy with them. I love them so much. And if you really do want to get piercings, like, you can do it. You just have to breathe and, you know, get over it. It's like, it's not forever, you know, that you're gonna be in that chair. They're gonna be repeatedly stabbing you. Like, it's just 1 second, that's fine. Well, it's longer than a second, but you know what I mean. So piercings aren't as scary and hurtful as they might seem, and that's coming from a big baby. And you just want to make sure you don't sleep on your piercings and take very good care of them. You always follow your piercer's instructions, but I believe most of them do recommend like a saline spray. Please leave any questions you may have down below. I'd love to answer them to the best of my ability, but also remember, this is just my experience with piercings, and to always follow the instructions of your piercer. I hope you enjoyed the little tutorial and how this look came out. Unintentionally, it came out more Halloween-like than I anticipated. I don't know why I wanted gray, but a black and orange. Subconsciously, my head's already in Halloween. That is all for this video. I'm so glad you guys tuned in. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. That's all for this week's video. I'll see you guys next week.